5 moon nights to raise your vibration to its highest level. The moon has always been more than just a celestial body. It is a mirror of the human soul, a rhythm keeper of the tides, not only in the ocean but also within us. When you look at the moon, do you just see a glowing sphere in the sky, or do you sense that it is whispering secrets to you? In ancient times, mystics and shamans paid attention to very specific moon nights because they knew those were moments when the veil between the physical and the spiritual thinned, when vibration could be raised to levels that most people never experience in their lifetime. Tonight, we are going to explore 5 of those moon nights. And if you walk with me carefully through each, you will not just listen, you will feel the shift inside you. This is not entertainment. This is transformation. But first, let's ask a question that will guide our journey. Why does raising your vibration even matter? Is it just a spiritual buzzword, or is it the essence of your destiny? Imagine that your vibration is like the frequency of a radio. When it is low, all you catch are distorted signals, fear, anger, self-doubt, exhaustion. But when you tune higher, suddenly the noise clears, and you begin to receive harmony, intuition, courage, and peace. The moon nights we are about to dive into are the exact cosmic windows that allow you to tune your inner radio with ease. You don't need expensive rituals, and you don't need to belong to a special group. You just need awareness, courage, and the willingness to show up.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
The first moon night is the new moon. People often misunderstand it as emptiness, but it is not emptiness, it is the womb of creation. Think of it, the sky is dark and nothing appears visible. This darkness frightens many, but for the wise, it is an invitation to plant seeds. On this night, your vibration rises not by doing more, but by doing less. By entering silence, by withdrawing from noise, by planting intentions, not in frantic words, but in deep feeling. Ask yourself, what do I want to grow in my life? Can I sit in the void without fear, trusting that the invisible will one day become visible? The new moon challenges us to hold stillness as power, not weakness. If you spend just 1 hour under its darkness meditating on your true desires, your vibration subtly shifts upward. You begin aligning with creation itself. The second moon night is the first quarter moon. Energy builds here, you feel friction. Have you ever noticed how around this time in the lunar cycle, things feel like they are demanding action? The vibration rises through movement, through decision, through choosing one path and abandoning another. Too many people lower their vibration at this stage because they hesitate. They become trapped in analysis, in the false belief that more thinking will create certainty. But the moon is teaching you here that certainty is not a gift you receive before stepping forward, it is the reward of walking the path. So on the first quarter moon, raise your vibration by moving. Act on what you set as your intention during the new moon. Even small steps raise you because vibration loves momentum. The third moon night is the full moon. This is the one most people recognize but few truly understand. Yes, it is beauty. Yes, it is light. But beyond all that, it is revelation. On this night, your vibration surges because illusions dissolve under the brilliance of lunar truth. But here's the catch. Are you ready to see what the light exposes? Many run from it, because the full moon illuminates not just your dreams but also your shadows. If you dare to look at yourself with honesty under its glow, you will find a surge of energy that is unlike anything else. Dance, meditate, pray, or simply stand barefoot under the silver light. Let the moon flood you with both power and humility. Ask yourself, what truth am I refusing to see? And can I embrace it with love, not fear? This surrender to illumination raises your vibration to a peak that resonates with clarity, authenticity, and deep gratitude. The fourth moon night is the last quarter moon. This night is about release, Do you feel how often we cling to things, to people, to roles that no longer belong to us? The last quarter moon asks you to cut cords. Think of your vibration like a hot air balloon. If you keep holding on to heavy sandbags, it doesn't matter how much you wish to rise, you will stay grounded. This night invites you to let go with trust. Write down what no longer serves you: habits, toxic attachments, limiting beliefs, and burn it, bury it, or simply declare it gone. Every act of letting go lifts you. But the deeper lesson is this: can you let go not in anger, not in bitterness, but in love? True release is not rejection. It is gratitude for the role something played, and then liberation. That is what raises your vibration beyond the ordinary. And the fifth moon night, often forgotten yet most mystical, is the night just before the new moon, sometimes called the dark moon. Here the cycle is ending, and the sky is pitch black again. But unlike the new moon's fertile void, this darkness is about rest, surrender, and integration. You raise your vibration here not by action but by trust. Can you allow yourself to rest without guilt? Can you allow silence to be your medicine? The dark moon teaches that the highest vibration is not always fireworks and light. It is peace, the kind that the world cannot touch. In this silence, your spirit aligns with eternity. You feel whole. You feel timeless. And that stillness becomes the foundation for the next cycle of growth. Now, I want you to reflect. When was the last time you consciously honored these 5 moon nights? Or have you been letting them pass, unaware that the universe was opening a door above your head every single month? Imagine if you began today, not with perfection but with awareness. Imagine 1 year from now, after cycling through 12 rounds of these moon nights with intention, who would you become? You see, raising vibration is not about chasing a constant high. It is about learning the rhythm of expansion and contraction, of light and shadow, of action and rest. The moon is showing us what our own souls already know, but we've forgotten in the rush of modern life. We want results instantly. But the moon whispers, growth is a cycle. Honor each stage, and your vibration will rise naturally. So the first step for you is awareness. The second is practice. And the third is courage to keep showing up, even when nothing seems to change. Because vibration is subtle. You may not see the transformation day to day, but over time, you will look back and realize that you are no longer the same. The anger that once consumed you now feels like a distant memory. The fear that held you back has dissolved into trust. The noise of the world no longer drowns out your inner song. That is what the moon offers us, a return to our true frequency. Now, take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you can. Imagine the moon above you, not as an object far away, but as a mirror within your chest. Feel its phases flowing through your heart. Feel its rhythm matching your breath. Do you sense how your body and soul are not separate from the cosmos, but part of the same dance? That realization alone is vibration rising. And as we prepare to move forward, know this: the moon's wisdom is not about worshipping it, but about remembering yourself. The moon is a teacher, but the true student and master both live inside you. When you align with the moon's cycle, you align with the cycle of your own becoming. And that is how vibration reaches its highest level, not once, not twice, but as a way of life. Next, we will go deeper into how to practice and embody this lunar wisdom in daily life. And I will show you the unexpected ways the moon teaches us about resilience, energy mastery, and spiritual abundance. The moon as your hidden energy coach, turning nights into daily power. When we think of raising vibration, many imagine it as something distant, abstract, almost unreachable, reserved for monks in caves or mystics hidden in mountains. But the truth is more radical. The moon is offering you a coaching program every single month, free of charge, available to all who dare to notice. You don't need to wait for extraordinary circumstances, you simply need to weave lunar wisdom into daily practice. The 5 moon nights are not isolated events, they are doorways that teach you how to live with rhythm, with balance, and with power. The great secret is that every moon night points to an energy that you can embody not only once a month but every day of your life. The cycle is your teacher, but you are the one who must practice. The new moon teaches us about intention. Every single day you wake up is a miniature new moon. The darkness of sleep gives way to the birth of a new day. How do you greet it? Do you stumble out of bed and fall into old habits? Or do you consciously plant one seed, even a small one, into the soil of your morning? Imagine this. If each morning you chose a single vibration to carry peace, courage, joy, or focus, how would your entire life look after a year? The new moon whispers, start again, always start again. You don't need perfect beginnings, you need conscious ones. Your vibration rises when you begin each day as if it were a sacred planting. The first quarter moon speaks of action. Each day life presents you with friction, emails to answer, decisions to make, crossroads where you must choose. Instead of resenting the friction, can you see it as energy asking to be moved? Every challenge is an opportunity to lift your vibration through momentum. Think about how often you delay, waiting for clarity, when in truth, clarity only comes through doing. If you practice treating each obstacle as a first quarter moon moment, your energy would not sink into paralysis, it would rise through decisive action. Ask yourself, what small step can I take today that moves me forward, even if I don't know the entire path? The full moon is about illumination, and every single day contains moments of clarity, if you dare to stop and notice. I think of conversations where truth bursts out unexpectedly, of insights that arrive while walking, of emotions that suddenly surface. These are your miniature full moons. You raise your vibration not by hiding from these illuminations, but by embracing them. Can you let the truth, however uncomfortable, shine on you without running? Imagine if, instead of numbing yourself with distraction, you paused each time a full moon of awareness arrived in your life and let it teach you. That practice alone would lift your vibration from survival to mastery. The last quarter moon is the discipline of release. Each day you carry baggage, resentments, disappointments, worries. What if you chose before sleep each night to consciously let something go? Just one thing, one memory, one tension, one weight. The moon teaches that release is not a once-a-month ritual, but a daily act of liberation. Imagine ending every day with lighter energy than you began with. Over time, your vibration would soar because you are no longer dragging yesterday into tomorrow. Ask yourself, what am I willing to put down tonight so I can rise higher tomorrow? And the dark moon, the night before renewal, is about rest. Every day offers you these sacred dark spaces, moments of silence, pauses between tasks, seconds where you could close your eyes and breathe deeply. Do you honor them, or do you push yourself relentlessly, fearing stillness? The dark moon trains you to trust silence, to trust rest, to trust that stillness is not wasted time but the soil of transformation. Even 10 minutes of true rest, taken with awareness, can raise your vibration more than hours of frantic activity. The secret is not to fill every moment with noise, but to allow darkness to teach you peace. When you live this way, the moon ceases to be just a faraway light in the sky. It becomes your hidden energy coach, reminding you each day to plant, act, see, release, and rest. You start to understand that raising vibration is not about waiting for special nights, but about aligning with the eternal cycle that pulses through both the cosmos and your body. You are not separate from the moon, you are an expression of the same rhythm. But here is the deeper question. Are you willing to let go of the linear way you were taught to live, always chasing forward, fearing endings, resisting rest, and instead surrender to a cycle? Because only in the cycle does true power live. The moon is not just showing phases in the sky, it is showing phases inside you. Every rise is followed by a fall, and every fall is the seed of a rise. If you trust this, your vibration will no longer fluctuate wildly with external circumstances. It will stabilize, like the steady glow of the moon itself. Next, we will dive into how these 5 moon nights can become gateways to transform not just your vibration, but your relationships, your creativity, and even your destiny. Moonlit gateways to destiny, transforming love, creativity, and power. When we raise our vibration with the moon, we are not simply feeling better in a vague, mystical sense, we are reshaping the architecture of our destiny. Everything you long for in life, love that nourishes, creativity that flows effortlessly, power that does not corrupt but liberates, depends on your vibration. And the moon, with her ancient rhythm, provides 5 gateways that unlock these forces in ways that ordinary effort never can. You may ask yourself, can love really be shaped by the moon? Can creativity be amplified by its phases? Can power be purified by its light? The answer is yes, but only if you stop looking at the moon as an external object and begin to use her nights as internal doorways into transformation. Think of love. At the new moon, when the sky is dark, the seed of love is planted. But this love must begin with yourself. Too many seek love in others while abandoning their own inner soil. Have you ever noticed how relationships turn sour when you are disconnected from yourself? The new moon invites you to sit quietly and plant the intention of self-love first. Only then can you invite another into your orbit without fear or neediness. In relationships, this means honoring silence together, allowing darkness not to be a threat, but a womb of intimacy. Imagine beginning every love with new moon awareness, clean, intentional, fertile. Your vibration would attract not chaos but harmony. The first quarter moon transforms love into action. It is the moment where intentions must meet effort. In relationships, this is where you choose commitment, communication, and courage. How often do we sabotage love because we hesitate to show up fully? Friction arises here, misunderstandings, differences, vulnerability. But instead of fearing this friction, treat it as the energetic push that raises both you and your partner. Love matures through decisions, not fantasies. The moon teaches that only by stepping forward, even imperfectly, does love gain strength. Ask yourself, am I willing to act in love, not just dream about it? That question alone raises your vibration from passive desire to active devotion. Then comes the full moon, and with it, revelation. In love, this is when everything becomes visible. Hidden resentments, secret joys, unspoken truths all come to the surface. Many relationships collapse at this stage because people cannot bear to see or be seen fully. But if you embrace the illumination, the full moon becomes the gateway to deeper intimacy. Imagine standing under the silver light with someone you love, both of you exposed, raw, vulnerable, yet choosing to stay. That is how vibration in love surges into a higher dimension through truth, not masks. Do you dare to be seen fully? Do you dare to see another without illusion? The last quarter moon brings release. And in love, this is essential. Not all relationships are meant to last, and even within lasting bonds, not all patterns should stay. The last quarter moon asks, what am I holding on to that keeps love from breathing? Is it jealousy, control, old wounds? To raise vibration here is to let love evolve, even if it means letting some parts die. Release is not the end of love, but the rebirth of its higher form. In creativity, the same principle applies. You cannot create something new if you are clinging to what no longer serves you. Every great artist, every visionary has learned this lunar lesson: to create is also to destroy. And the dark moon, before the cycle restarts, offers the deepest gift of all, rest. In love, this means resting together, not as a sign of boredom but as proof of trust. In creativity, It means honoring silence, allowing emptiness to refill you. In power, it means pausing before the next great surge, trusting that stillness is not weakness but preparation. Without this dark moon pause, all love burns out, all creativity dries up, all power corrodes. But with it, your vibration rises into a sustainable rhythm that can carry you through lifetimes. Now ask yourself, how would your life look if you applied these 5 gateways to everything you love, everything you create, and everything you lead? Imagine building relationships where each cycle is honored, creativity where each phase is embraced, power where each rise is balanced by rest. You would no longer chase love, you would embody it. You would no longer struggle to create, you would flow with it. You would no longer fear power, you would carry it with humility. This is how the moon becomes more than a symbol. It becomes a blueprint for destiny. And your vibration, when aligned with these gateways, does not just lift you, it begins to lift everyone around you. People will feel different in your presence without knowing why. Your words will carry a frequency that awakens. Your silence will radiate peace. That is the true sign of high vibration. It is not what you claim, but what others feel in your presence. Next, we will step into the ultimate dimension, how raising your vibration with the moon aligns you not just with personal growth, but with the cosmic order itself, placing you in harmony with forces that shape universes. Becoming one with the cosmic rhythm, the final ascent to highest vibration. Up until now, we have walked through the moon's teachings as though they are tools for self-mastery, for love, creativity, and power. But there is a higher step, a final ascent, where the moon reveals her ultimate secret. She is not separate from you, and you are not separate from the cosmos. To raise your vibration to its highest level is not only to become a better version of yourself, it is to dissolve the illusion of separation altogether. At this stage, you do not just plant intentions, take action, embrace truth, release, and rest for your own sake. You do it because you recognize that every heartbeat is part of a greater rhythm, and when you align yourself with it, you become one with life itself. I think of the ocean. Each tide rises and falls under the pull of the moon. Now imagine your inner world as an ocean. When you are unaware, your tides crash chaotically, rising in anger, falling in despair, pulled in all directions. But when you live in harmony with lunar rhythm, your tides flow naturally, gracefully. Your vibration is no longer something you force, it becomes something you allow. And this allowance, this surrender, is the highest mastery. Have you ever noticed that the most powerful people are not the loudest, the most frantic, or the most controlling? They are calm, centered, unshaken. They are in rhythm. The moon shows us that rhythm is the true source of power. On the new moon, you align with creation itself. You realize that when you plant an intention, you are not commanding the universe, you are whispering in its ear, and it listens because you and it are the same. On the first quarter moon, you act not as a lonely individual struggling against the world, but as the arm of a larger force moving through you. Your vibration rises because you are no longer dragging yourself forward, you are being carried by the cosmic current. On the full moon, you see with clarity that all truths are connected, that every shadow revealed in you mirrors a shadow in humanity, and every light you embrace contributes to the collective glow. Your vibration expands beyond your skin. On the last quarter moon, you release not just for yourself but for the world, letting go of energies that weigh on the collective. And on the dark moon, you rest not as an isolated being but as a star in the galaxy of silence, feeding the whole with your stillness. This is the moment when vibration reaches its highest frequency, not because you are high all the time, but because you are synchronized with the cosmic dance. Imagine yourself as an instrument in a vast orchestra. When you are out of tune, your sound is harsh, disconnected. But when you align with the conductor, the rhythm of the moon, the cycles of the cosmos, you play in harmony. and your vibration fills the entire hall of existence. That is what it means to live at the highest level of vibration. You are no longer a lone note, you are the song itself. Now pause and ask yourself, how often have you felt cut off, alone, struggling as if life was against you? What if it was never against you? What if you were simply out of rhythm? The moon teaches us that suffering is often disharmony, that peace is rhythm, and that power is surrender to the flow. To raise your vibration is not to escape the world, but to finally belong to it. And here lies the final paradox. At the highest vibration, you stop even thinking about vibration. You stop chasing the idea of becoming higher, better, more spiritual. You simply live, breathe, love, create, rest, and move as the moon does, without apology, without resistance. The moon does not beg to shine, nor does she fight her darkness. She cycles because cycling is truth. If you allow yourself to live the same way, your vibration will be unshakable, because it will be rooted in the eternal. Look up at the moon tonight. Realize that she is not far away, not foreign, not separate. She is within your blood, your tides, your breath. She has been guiding you since the day you were born, and she will continue long after. Every phase is a reminder you are not broken, you are cycling. You are not lost, you are turning. You are not small, you are infinite. The moon does not ask you to become her disciple, she asks you to remember who you already are: rhythm, energy, light, and silence, all at once. And so the journey ends where it began, with awareness. But this time, awareness is not a seed, it is the whole garden. You raise your vibration to the highest level, not by leaving the human behind, but by living so fully, so consciously, that the human reveals the divine. You are not just watching the moon, you are the moon, you are the cycle, you are the cosmic rhythm. And in this realization, your vibration becomes eternal. Now ask yourself, will you choose to live as though you are separate, or will you finally remember that you are the rhythm itself? The choice is yours, but the moon is waiting.